was helpless and homeless, and I was pitiful. I was just pitiful. I had nothing. I'd lost my children, nearly my life. I had nothing.
I had been dealing with depression, and the counselor was saying I needed to be around people.
I was alone. I didn't have my children. I didn't have a job. I had finally hit rock bottom.
My daughter and I were in a really bad car accident, and my children and I experienced a very abusive relationship. My ex-husband abused us.
I was in a domestic violence relationship.
When I came to Hand Up for Women, I was pretty broken. I felt pretty hopeless, and when I joined and I started taking classes, I started building that hope again.
What I love about doing what I do is the fact that the changes that we're seeing in our ladies are permanent. We're changing lives for good, profoundly. They never have to look back at where they've come because they'll never go back there again.
I think the thing I love the most is the fact that it is a hand up in order to make these women more independent so they can live on their own and be self-supportive, and it's not a handout, it's definitely a hand up.
You can't change the world, there are too many people, too many situations, you can't change the world. But if you can change just the life of one lady, just to have some part in changing that life, it's just awesome. It's just something you always live with.
Of course, walking into a room where you don't know anybody, you have to expect that rejection and judgment, and it absolutely was not what I found.
When I first came, the first, I'd say 6 weeks, I pretty much resisted everything. I just thought these people are just trying to push God down my throat, and I didn't really want to listen to what they had to say because they didn't know me and didn't know anything about me, and there's no way that they could help me.
And then I realized I was surrounded by a group of ladies that were just like me, and began to open up, I guess, at that point.
Hand Up for Women is a faith-based program. We are not a religious program. We don't promote any one system, any one denomination. We introduce the women to God, who He is, how He loves them, how He created them, and we let Him do the rest of the work.
So many of the ladies coming into the program have been forced to submit to rules and these sort of things, and this is not a program that's about rules. It is about relationships. Now, there are boundaries that are going to come with that, and that's going to be part of it too, but it's an incredible walk of faith.
These folks need to know that it's salvation, it's life. And when they begin to get it and you see the light bulb come on just a little bit, that's the thing, that's the moment that keeps you coming back.
I love the fact that it challenges women to be the best that they can be. It also gives a mentor a chance to work with a lady who has had an interruption in her life. And sometimes the interruptions in our life, we don't always rebound the way that we should. And when we don't, we need resources, different resources, to make sure that we come out the way God expects us to.
It's grown into a very special lifetime relationship.
So I really didn't know how to even feel when I first went over. But after that night was over and the next day, I realized that it wasn't just a mentor. It was someone that trusted me and was wanting me there to be there as a friend, and that truly loved me from their heart.
That's meant a lot to me too, Lynn, it really has.
Every now and then when I'm down, she'll call. And I may not be able to talk to her, but she'll leave me a message. And she's my friend. She is just my friend. It is very important to have someone who is pulling for you.
One of the proudest things for me about Hand Up for Women is that over 80% of our funding comes from individual donors that we've cultivated over the course of the 8 years. I'm proud of that because that says to me that there are several hundred people who believe in what we're doing enough to invest in us. The rest of the funding, small percentages, come from grants, corporations, and churches.
Most of our work is done through volunteers and through in-kind donations that we receive through the community. Centerpoint Baptist Church here is very generous to let us use their facilities at no charge, and so we are really blessed with all the people that have come forward to help us run this program and to help us keep costs down.
You couldn't find a better place to spend your time or your money. Both of them will be well received and well used. There's not anything that comes into the program that is not used efficiently and effectively, and there's not anything that isn't used with the women themselves. So if you want to really touch someone's life and be involved in it, then be a part of this program.
One of the reasons that I stick with A Hand Up for Women and make sure that I want it to be a success is that I have a daughter who's 4. And while I provide the best family environment, the best home environment that I can, I know that there's just a couple decisions that have to be made in the course of your life that change the outcome of your life or the future of your life. So somebody like my daughter, who I see run and play and innocent and loving right now, I don't know who's going to impact her. I don't know what kind of decisions she's going to make. And if she needs an organization like this, or somebody else's daughter, all of these clients are somebody's daughter, or somebody's mother, or somebody's sister. And this place has to be here as a safety net for them.
My overall favorite thing that I've seen come out of this program is to watch women who have come into the program to go through the process and to end up being the ones who are giving back. They are the ones who are then turning around, investing into the ladies and making a difference in their lives, but not just in their lives, but in the community. Even in the city of Knoxville, even throughout the world, as their lives have been transformed, that they've transformed to the point to where they're actually giving back just at an incredible rate.
Life is so lovable, and Hands Up for Women. If you need help, this is the place to be. This is the love. This is the caring place, and and I just thank them for for this past year and a half that they accepted me and they love me like they did.
So you can find hope here. You can find a future here.
What I would like to say to the people who bring us food, who volunteer, who donate, who do anything for us just out of the kindness of their heart, I would like to say thank you to each and every single one of them, because I know there is no way that they understand the impact that this program has on the women who participate and graduate and then come back after graduation. That there's really no way to describe how much it benefits every single woman that comes through here and is a participant.
My life is completely different. I spent so many years not having an identity or not knowing an identity, or part of the time not caring whether or not there was an identity. I have finally learned that I am a precious child of God, and He has great purpose for me here. And every day, that's all I strive for, is to be doing what God wants me to do. And sometimes it's waiting on Him, and sometimes it's do something right now, and sometimes I don't have a clue. But I'm a completely different person. I cannot think of any part of my life that has not been changed by Hand Up for Women.